Wow, KAZOW! Okay, hold on. Let me clear up my tabs a little bit, and then make sure all the streams set up. Go over to Tool, no, Docs. It's Chat, there it is. Have Chat on the other screen. I think I'll move Discord over here, and put Chat over Discord. Is there a way I can make this, like, always appear on front? Is there, like, something I can... Whatever. Let's check live. Hello? Okay. Okay, so it is working. Hi there. Come on, YouTube, show me. There it is. Alright. Ah! No feedback loops. No feedback loops. Alright. Oh, hi there. Up here doing a stream. Boop, boop. Please tell me I pasted the right video URL. Okay, good. Good. Okay. All this is working. Alright.
Oh, you're so Portuguese.
Okay, sweet. Everything's working well.
Um,
Hello there. Let me start my screen share up. Okay.
So yeah, Blameless just essentially told me how to embed resources.
Yeah.
So I insist I could use that to have like the mods store metadata without having to, provide external files.
Perhaps. But it might be better to have external files so people can add metadata to other mods or can easily create a GitHub PRs to add metadata without having to figure out the embedded resources thing. But embedded resources might allow this menu to be embedded directly in the API though. So it might be good to consider that as an option to have this menu embedded directly into the API. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way, but it might be preferable. We'll have to see. Anyway, I have to figure out a good workaround for the hopscotch. Because...
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't... Okay, hold on. Because hopscotch has the same problem the corner math machine has. But it's even worse because the hopscotch thing is rotated 90 degrees. And I'm not sure if you can rotate mesh colliders by themselves. Oh wait, I still have the stream set on waiting. No, I don't. Okay. I thought I did. Rotate mesh colliders. Can you not rotate mesh colliders? Yeah. I can't do that, though. Yes, I know it works in Play. I've tested it in Play. But an editor appears rotated, which I can't have. I think... but this is an issue, because I can't rotate the... Okay, you know what? Hold on. No. Make this back into a new game object. But hotbase.transform.parent equals hotbase.set active false. Wait. Here it is. Down here. So, Wait. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, just have to make sure that was the Unity engine vector 3 and not the system.numerics vector 3, which Unity does not have. But because I have this set to net 2.1 for some of the convenient non-compiler based features, it will really fumble things up. Are there any player? No, there's not going to be an NPC editor. Why do people keep asking that? I'm not going to make Baldi MC Creator. That would be actual pain. That would be actual pain. And also, creating an NPC is an entirely different thing from creating a level. Because creating an NPC you have to actually program, and at that point just make a mod. So, you know, it would not be user-friendly like the editor is. N, F, 0, 0.1F, 10F. Alright. And, okay, hold on. Alright, hold on. There we go. There we go. Hop actual, hop actual. Oops. Hang on. There we go. Just so I don't have to redo all that code. Alright, let me go through all this. Okay. Do I call don't destroy unload on this? Like, hold on, let me check this to see when don't destroy unload. Is it called by strip all scripts? Or is it called by... Yeah, okay, it's called by strip all scripts, so I'll have to don't destroy hop base. There we go. Now let's do this. Use actual equals true. That's it. Oh, I'm missing a bracket. And actually, yes, do keep your world position, because that should all be set up already to be near 0, 0. I'm just doing this as a warm-up. I think I'm just doing this as a general warm-up. Okay, looks it okay. The collider's a little iffy. Did it not? Did I not set up the hold on. Oh, whoops. There. Did I not set up the collider right size? I did. Oh, do I need to double the size? Oh, right, no, I need to, yeah, I need to double it so it covers all these tiles. But I should still be able to rotate it. Like, yeah, look at that. There we go. Hold on. Let me see, go and make sure all this other stuff works. And then make sure that it's actually in the right position in game, too. So if I move this, like, over here, and then I place another one, and then I rotate it like this, it should still be in this exact same rotation orientation in the actual game. Okay, sweet. Got that working. So now these are placeable in the editor. Let me fix the hitbox. I think I gotta make these 20F. So it yeah, because the bounds are, because the size starts from center, so 10 in each direction would be 5 in total. Buttons plus never added in levers. Buttons plus simply used the levers prefab that already existed in the game at the time. Since Mistman 12 changed the test room, though, there is no such prefab anymore. So, no levers.
Quite sad.
Exactly. Okay.
I mean, and for legal reasons, it wouldn't really be wise for us to just
Bundle
make
in
a
all the
recreation
assets.
using the original assets.
I mean, hold on, let me see if the lever assets are still in the game's files, because if they are, then I could just work those, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah. So, yeah, in theory I could, and I doubt Mr. Man 12 would care, but also the editor is being developed in base mode right now, meaning I can't add any new prefabs. I'm sticking to what the game already supports.
To be honest, when I was talking about the levers, I meant like as a separate mod. Like,
There is no undo button. There is no undo button. Will you add character descriptions? Tooltips are something I plan on adding. Maybe it could be the next thing I work on in this stream. In all honesty, I'm not fully sure yet. Mostly because either I will be doing lights next or tooltips next. Both of which are going to be about equal in terms of difficulty, because for tooltips I have to load it, I have to copy it from the options menu at the right time, I have to make sure I can re-inject it into the level editor and make sure that it works properly, which is a whole thing. But with lights, I have to implement an entirely new object type, which always takes a minute, and then I also have to make sure that they are convenient to use in the editor, or at least decent to use. Do a poll? No, because if I do a poll, everyone is going to vote for lights because it's an actual new editor feature.
yeah.
Did I? Huh. That's weird.
How would you think lights would work?
Um, very likely they would probably reuse, at least in terms of their display, they'd likely reuse the tiled prefab system that lockdown doors already use. Of course, because I programmed that system, all the wall stuff like doors and stuff are programmed horribly hackily because I had to adjust them to work with the new lockdown system. And by that, I mean I didn't do that, but they still inherit from the same class, so it's just a lot of throw new, not implemented exceptions. But the general, if I go over to the actual level editor, you can see that it stores a bunch that tiled visuals. Um, it calls, whenever it needs to update tiled visuals, it calls the corresponding, where is it? It calls tile visual dot does exist. Tile visual calls destroy object and does exist, both of which I could change to refer to the lights array instead of the actual, instead of the tiled objects list like the lockdown doors do. And I still need to reprogram buttons at some point. But the main issue with that, is I would still have to implement new UI for light colors. But I guess I can't put that off. I guess I can't put that off forever. It's just, not my favorite thing to do, is to implement new UI, because I need to implement new UI for stuff like changing the skybox and other level properties that are currently unchangeable, and it would also be the same menu where you would put in random events and all of that. So it's just not something I am immediately looking forward to. But it's something I have to do at some point, so I might want to just get it over with now while I'm still ahead of the game. But that also means the next editor update is going to take forever. But since lockdown doors are no longer absolutely horrible buggy messes, um, since the lockdown doors are no longer horribly buggy messes, I don't really have the exact push to rush the next update out the door. So I might be good to start work on the UI, despite how much I am not looking forward to it. See if there's anything else I can need to do.
I can myself confirm that UI is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. My UI functions, the ones I wrote, were made very specifically were very specifically made for the field trip, so it wasn't actually designed for UI, it was made for
Oh,
custom
like the
field
2D
trips.
field trips.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of all weird and messy, because it was my first time doing UI and I wasn't even doing it for UI. I was doing it for the custom field trips, which have their own things set up. And
Makes sense, I
I
guess.
really do need to fix it, but I also don't want to have. I'll probably just rename the current version to like create create UI, like create graphic or whatever, because just rename it so that I can have create image actually be one that's useful. Okay, I'm getting sick of the fart sound. I am muting. I'm right click mute soundboard. Anyway. Hmm. Alright. Um, let's see if there's... Honestly, there isn't really much else I need to do. Oops. Oopsies. So, I guess it is time to get to UI, because I need to do it for stuff like Skybox. I do kind of have an internal mental map of how I want to like implement UI programmatically, but in theory I might be able to turn it into JSON files if the system I have envisioned works the way I want it to. Here I will concept out my system, and Luis, I guess since you're really the only one who can talk here, there's chat too. Chat's there too, but chat, I don't
Makes
trust
sense.
chat. Um,
Yeah.
Alright. So my general idea is to have a UI. Honestly, if the system works, then I might put it in the actual MTM API because it might be useful for other people too. But my general idea was a UI builder. Now this UI builder is just a list of UI components and
Ah.
an origin position. Now, UI components are not actually mono behaviors. They are, I mean, they have mono behaviors associated with them that they will spawn in once they actually get ready to build a UI, but until that point, they're just standard classes. My main idea was for a UI component to store a width, a height,
And a height.
and a associated prefab slash game object. Or I'm unsure if I want to do a game object, like an actual no, it'll be a game object. And now what the and basically it will also store relative to it. Honestly, okay. I think uh it'll also store which position the element next should. Okay, this is something I haven't fully figured out. Uh, I'll focus on just the UI aspect until I get back to the UI builder. But the game object will contain a actual like like an element builder for building the UI element, and it will, within the specified width and height, it will construct the element with whatever extra additional parameters that specific UI component class might have, and it will then, and then the UI builder will carry along doing this for every single object until until the UI is all built. Now the main thing that I'm still kind of figuring out is how exactly I want to sort of the
It's kind of
position.
coincidental in how we both had the same idea.
Oh my gosh, really? Yeah.
Like, I somewhat wanted to make like a utility API for the UI.
Oh right, now I remember.
Like, to probably like I made like a Unity project to
Yeah.
essentially prototype UI, and maybe I could have like an editor script
Yeah.
that converts like between converts to like the UI system that it's going to be read.
Yeah. Um, but the main thing I was oh right, I think I figured it out. How I was thinking of UI Builder would actually be able to position these is the reason I provided width and height is that every entry it might store it might store an extra struct that contains the UI component and some form of direction to place the next element. So for instance, if I wanted a layout like this, for instance, this is an actual example of what I want to do for the texture selector where it's the wall, floor, ceiling textures, and then and then buttons. I would do, I'd store the texture selector UI component, and then I would say go right. Do the same with this. Go right. Same with this. But this would tell it to, there might be extra directions, so maybe this will be like a reset position to the first line and then go down, like reset down, possibly, like this. And then, this would say, doesn't say place it right, place the next element right, and it doesn't really matter what direction because there are no other elements to place. So, I so then, in code, I could either define this as like creating a new UI builder and then doing like something what you do with string builder, right? And then do like UI builder dot add, like, add texture selector, and then keep calling these adds over and over to construct the actual UI builder that then could be used to build the UI for the editor screen for whatever I specifically need. Or at least that's my idea. I'm not sure if there's any major flaws with it, but I think for what I need for the level editor that this might be good enough. Heck, I can make it JSON defined if I wanted to.
All right.
Yeah, I just needed to outline this plan so I knew where to begin with starting UI. Uh okay. Okay. Stuff like horizontal layout group and vertical layout group. Well, I want to make this myself. Okay, let one of the first things I need to do, which I will do real quick, is I need to make like a checkerboard pattern of like, I'm sure Plus already has this, but I don't want to find it. And also I'm trying to save on how many objects I'll need, so. But I'm gonna probably like triple this actually to like 64 by 64 of just, I don't know why it's green. Don't ask me, I don't know why it's green.
Green. That's because green is
Yeah.
picked as the background color.
Oops. Haha, I forgot about that. I don't even remember why I had it like that. There we go. Now we have a little dither pattern, which I'm hoping to apply over the whole image. This is definitely going to break on the unsupported, because like there's this like non-perfect screen resolutions, like 0.5 or whatever, completely break my code because I'm not sure what's changing it. And all my functions don't expect that additional 0.5 or 0.1 or whatever to be added to the canvas scale, so that's why there was a cursor offset bug in earlier versions on certain resolutions. Yeah, dither pattern. And now I gotta stretch this across the screen. Also, I actually already have a function in the editor for update delay, which doesn't stop the movement of the pawn, so I'll likely need to make a separate bool for that. But update delay, I can just set the float.max, and the default delta time reduction will be way too small for floating point precision to actually go down. So setting update delay to float.max basically just disables the entire editor. It's what I do for It is what I do for. Alright, it's what I do whenever the game's like loading anything or a certain animation's playing. I disable the editor input so you can't like break anything.
All right then.
Hmm. Alright. Okay, let's get started on this. I think I'll just put in. I think I'll just make a debug key. Or, no, I have these old button sprites from earlier in the mod's development, these button bases that were the placeholder play, save, and load buttons.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
They were so ugly, but I have a use for them now, so I'll just call this UI. Oh, I still have it set to impact font. That was a jump scare. UI test. There we go. Alright. Now I can simply put this button anywhere. It doesn't matter where because it's going to be deleted.
It's going to be deleted forever.
Forever. Sorry that I'm not working on interesting features, but we'll get there eventually. Maybe not in this stream, though. But you're joining a mod development stream. You shouldn't expect it to be all fun, sunshine, and rainbows, everyone.
When doing like large things, you're going to expect the Murphy's Law to take place.
Murphy's Law. I don't think I've heard of that one, actually.
When
Oh.
when something that can go
Oh,
wrong will go
yeah.
wrong.
Right, my brain just farted. For whatever reason, it's like, just dumb. But, yeah, now I remember. I think I actually should create a proper UI state enum. Right now, it's basically just a bool, but at some point, I'll convert other states that the editor has into this editor state enum. For instance, the editor like hides the cursor and does a bunch of stuff whenever you're like saving and loading. So I'm probably going to make those separate level editor states because that would be better than having what currently happens with basically no proper tracking of that state. Alright. Alright.
I'm just going to lower my mic volume.
Alright. And then go over to here. Here it is. Oh god. I made this a partial class. In all honesty, I should probably split the entire level editor up into more, like, different files. Because right now, most of it's... The only split I made is between the main level editor and the UI, when there is so much splitting I can do to this entire class so it doesn't take up, like, 1,000 lines of code. Like, oh my god. Okay. For now, I'll just have it return. In the future, I will likely have it, do other things than just simply return. Let's go and create a new... Okay, you know what? I'm doing it now. I'm partially doing it now. Folder, level editor, yes, no, yes, no. I'll call this level editor menu state class. Then continue the plus level editor class if I can. Editor track cursor. I need to split those into separate files. My sources always end up like this weird, horrible amalgamation. I really need to stop doing that, but it just keeps happening. I need to move all of this code that handles like categories and tool icons and the editor track cursor to their own file at some point. Editor menu state, public void switch to menu. What do you mean? This is a partial class. Oh, wait. Oh. I have to add the inheritance for it to actually recognize that. This is... What? This is the exact definition from... Oh, right. Is this one of... Is this that weird C# thing where I have to make state protected because it's like, for whatever reason, it doesn't recognize it otherwise? Hold on.
Pragma warning restores. I still kind of I have no idea of what those are supposed to do.
So, okay, I definitely need to split this up into more files. Some point... Oh my gosh, how far does this go? No, this is public. So, I'm guessing...
Why is it a partial class?
So I can have it split across multiple files. But it's somehow not... It's not... Oh, it's because it's a different namespace. Curse you, Visual Studio!
Oh, makes sense.
I didn't notice that. Someone... I wish... Initialize menu background, go over to level editor. Oh no, level editor UI. And then once it's done defining all the actual UI, it can... Gosh, this is such a mess. I really need to, like, do... I mean, honestly, it could be worse. Like, okay, after looking at this a bit more, I'm perfectly fine with this. Because, I mean, this is still properly subdivided. And it... New wall tool, new tool categories. Look at all these corresponding classes. And this is how I define the pre-built structures like the bulk locker builder and the chair desk combo. I just define them by hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there... Hold on. Is there a way to make it so a sprite repeats instead of stretch? In the... because then I could just make it stretch the entire... Oh, it's in the import settings?
Let me go to the Unity editor real quick. Oh my god. Actually, let me just turn off. Let me just turn off like the Schoolhouse Trouble demo.
Okay, you know what? I'll just make it stretch to the screen and I can just make it transparent for now. Because, I mean...
Image.fill method.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'll try that.
Yeah, I gotta like double check though.
Bro, I hear BFDI going on in the background.
Oh yeah, because I had like Baldi mod gameplay video, a Baldi mod gameplay video playing on one of my computers.
Ah, I see. I still need to... It's such a shame that I can't really fix portal posters without creating a custom level object class. In all honesty, considering how horribly broken Mistman 12... how, like, horribly half-baked Mistman 12's official level loader is,
Yeah, it's
I'm really
tough
tempted to
fast.
I'm really tempted to expand the scope of the level loader mod and of the plus level loader mod and make it have its own level asset class, just so I can, you know, actually place in roto halls or any other type of thing object that Mistman 12 did not bother putting in support for. Okay.
I think it's actually image type. Never mind.
Tiled. Alright, let's see if that works. Okay, let me see. How did I create this with this? I set the offset, min offset. Okay, whatever. In all honesty, I'm just kind of freestyling that. I think I'll have to immediately fix it, but, you know. And, yeah, initialize level menu background should actually be called in the menu background, but I'm just curious.
Oh, hi.
Oh, God.
The hell?
So close, yet so far. Also, that's not scaled. That's not how I want it to be scaled anyway. I have to divide the scale by 2 to get it to be pixel perfect. And also, what is wrong? Why is there a triangle there? I mean, I guess it's good to know that I can't click anything from under it, but why is there a triangle? Because that's what I get for not actually figuring out what I'm doing. But why is there a triangle? Like, what is... Why is it rotated? Why did it get any rotation?
Hmm.
Ah, I'm... I think I know why. It's because
Yeah, I'm
I...
just looking at. I'm just essentially looking at the code that BB Plus uses for the transitions. And I wasn't even aware that there was like a swipe left and right transition.
I don't even think Miss Mental uses those at the moment.
It will genuinely be cool to have to create a mod that replaces the different transitions with those. Although the problem is going to be that some of the transitions are going to just straight up be. What will be the best way to put it? It's probably going to be transpiler city.
Hmm. I am curious on what those transitions look like.
You know what?
Oh,
I'm going to
hi.
pat. I'm going to just patch to see what they look like.
Well, if I try 0.0.0.5, then... Wait, is this off by, like... Okay, I'm not sure what's... I know what used to cause that jitter issue is... But I can't seem to figure out what's causing it now. In all honesty, this dither thing isn't as making it look as dark as I was hoping, so I might just cut it and replace it with a solid background, in all honesty. Because this isn't looking how I thought it would. I can try this as like a last... Ah! No! Windows, I swear to God, not now! Windows! Hello? Okay, chat's still alive. Everything's good. Okay, Windows nearly died on me. I don't know what that was about. I need to clear up my paint.net. Everything's running so sluggishly. I don't know why this is happening.
Why is literally like why is something from like weeks ago still there?
Um, you know, honestly, it's probably because I haven't restarted my computer since, like, last month. That's probably...
God damn.
I almost never restart my computer! Like, it takes months it takes it for, like, to crash or me to get really sick of the slow loading times for me to actually properly go and reset the thing.
All right, I guess. Might be that the only thing that I'm essentially running Windows with at the moment is my college laptop.
Oh, hi.
I guess
Okay,
I
it's no.
guess I can easily create another mod for the tweaks collection.
Okay, it's no longer jittering, but it's also not pixel perfect anymore. What the hell? That's even worse. What the heck? Why is the anchored position? Why is anchored position 0, 0 all the way down there? What the heck? I set the anchors and all the.
Also, I might do something really. I might actually also have an option to get rid of the transitions
Hmm.
for those who don't like them.
It could be the enhanced version of my speed up the dither transitions mod for BBCR. Um. Okay. Something's weird's going on. Where is it? Level editor UI, right? I have all of. Okay. I fixed that ages ago. Hold on, let me try this.
I'm glad that I essentially have a template C# project file that I essentially that makes it so I don't have to always specify the name.
Yeah.
Also, to be honest, I don't think the transition tweaks mod has to be dependent on your API,
Oh,
considering it's probably just
hi.
going to be patches.
The. Huh? The what? The.
No, like the mod that essentially changes transitions.
Oh, right.
It
Yeah.
won't really require your API.
Oh, hey, it appears full screen, but why is it still not pixel perfect? What's happened? No, seriously, why is this not pixel perfect already? Like, what is this? Like, why is it, like, doing this, like, double pixel thing that doesn't even align with the pixel grid? It's going to drive me crazy. Because if I can't fix it, then I'm just going to cut the effect entirely. Well, I haven't needed that shader to make the rest of the canvas pixel perfect. And also, there isn't a shader, it's a render texture. That's how most UI in Plus is done. That is, like, in-game UI with the cursor. That's why I had so much issue getting the cursor working in the editor in the first place. Because it wasn't on a render texture anymore, and thus everything wasn't matched perfectly one-to-one. Okay, no. Nope. Nope. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Why is this not being pixel perfect no matter what I do? I don't struggle like this with any other UI element. This is dumb. I shouldn't be struggling with this of all things. Oh, that's it. That's it. No more dither pattern. No, nope, nope. Game, you lost a privilege. No more dither. No more dither pattern. Because I don't understand why it's not working, and I don't want to spend several hours fixing some obscure Unity floating point nonsense.
Oh, hi. Welcome to my...
There. See? It wasn't that bad, game. Yes, it was. But still. Okay, time to actually call it. Let me actually properly call initialize when it's supposed to be called. Instead of just calling when you press the button. Because initialize area background is supposed to start here. Switch the menu. Actually, no, not doing this again. Doop. I'd rather suffer with the one stupid warning there instead of having it warn elsewhere.
Oh,
Isn't already a dither
hi.
pattern in the main game?
Well,
Yeah, but it's used in menu transitions, and that's using a render target that ensures it's pixel perfect. There we go. Look, now when I click the button, everything stops, and I can't click anything, I can't use the editor. It's in an actual menu mode now. Still a little sad that I couldn't get the dither pattern working, but oh well. Now. Well, now that all this is working, I'm guessing I could actually place buttons. But time to actually... Oh wait, I could still press space to go backwards because the game camera is just dumb and has that. Oh, did I create that? I created that outside of whatever. Alright. Let's see. Time to actually create my glorious UI builder classes.
One thing I kind of realized is probably about cow is that essentially the swipe smart is probably going to be slightly hard to implement.
Hmm.
As in, like, how is it going to know whether to swipe to the left and to swipe to the right? And obviously that's going to come up with a lot of mod compatibility issues. So I'm just going to get rid of it for now.
There, I can make it a flag. So for instance, so I can do stuff like next direction equals left reset instead of having to define like a left reset enum on its as its own thing.
Why didn't Missman use flags?
For directions, I don't really think he needed to in his case. Is there a way to fix that weird shader problem? I have no idea! Because it happens in the editor, and I never fixed it. So, you're on your own. Well, I'm hoping to be able to reuse this menu system for every single editor submenu besides like a few, like for general map settings, for NPC settings, for all of that. Once I get to implementing all of those. No, that does not mean any of them are coming soon. Do not get your hopes up. I just have to make that clear now. Someone's going. I was talking about how I'm planning to reuse this for all the other systems, and I don't want people thinking that the next update's going to have any of those. So,
All right then.
It's me, the real Wario.
Wah! Wow, I can't believe it.
The real Wario. Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye. Please let us place posters as that goes. Well, you got the corn walls from the corn maze. Will pretty be signed doors. Doors with a sign. There are no doors with a sign. So pretty much, okay, guys, for your suggestions, if it's coming in base game, it's coming, and if it's custom feature, it is not. So don't ask for custom signs or new
Okay,
mechanics or
what are they even talking about with doors with signs?
I don't know. I just need people to understand that that it's a Baldi's Basics Plus level editor. It is not make the Omega Ultimate generic decompile button plus of your dreams.
I have no idea why most of the Baldi like modding community
Well, most of them are like
like a
5-year-olds.
fixation with like generic decompiles.
They're 5-year-olds. There's their answer.
I mean, I should not really be surprised.
Okay. So we can build, we can add elements. Now it's time to actually start prototyping the element. I think I'll go with a really simple one, which is just Oh wait, actually no, UI element needs to define a width and height. Public. In all honesty, I think I'm gonna update my UI element stuff to I gotta update my UI element code for like create UI to use the texture rect width and height, because I believe currently I'm using the actual width and height of the texture, which would break sprite sheets. So my bad. Oh. Oh no. So scary. Anyway. Yeah, hold on. If I go over to base plugin. No, if I go over to editor UI. Here, I'll make it so switch to menu actually requires a UI menu. And then with this menu, I can do hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm back. Here, it doesn't really matter what I use here. It doesn't matter because it's just a dumb test code. There we go, look at that. That's nice-ish, I think. Wait, actually I should be telling it to go right, not left. But yeah. Actually, I'll test right and down. Yeah. Now you can make it go left. You can now make it go right, down, all that. One, two, three, four, five. All right, so I just gotta and out the first. I gotta and out the first 4 bits. There we go. So assuming I did everything right, which it looks like I did. Assuming, did I do this right? For Pete's sake. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna assume this is correct. So basically, so what this should do is this should mask out everything but to the last bits, which will be left, up, right, or down. Because then I can just do has flag for reset X and reset Y. Hold on. Cut down. All right. All right. Just have to message someone about a commission. All right, that should... Now, of course, the whole thing is implementing the component prefab. Do I want to use prefab? Do I actually want to set up prefabs? Or do I want to just do what I always do and do it programmatically? I think I'll actually want to set up prefabs. So, hold on.
All right, so the different transition speedup seems to work.
Sweet. Hold on. Alright guys, I have gotten lunch, so I'm going to pause this stream to take like an hour or so break, and then I'll maybe be back. It was fun though. I'm sorry we didn't do anything too interesting, but it'll be fun when I get back. Hopefully, maybe I'll get some more progress done. But I'll see you guys later.